Can't see anything. Hello, guys. Hello out there. How's everybody doing? Oh, we all know how I'm doing. Ain't pretty, is it? Let's take a look here. So, let me show you here. So obviously there's the White House up there. I do not want to flip this camera because I do not want to flip this fucking camera today. So, just wanted to give you a look at what's going on here. Around the north side, I took a quick walk up there. There's not a whole lot. Didn't see anything on the outside. They have not started to do anything about these flagpoles that I see yet. The ones that Trump is paying to put in. Front doors are wide open. They're giving tours. So that's about all that's going on around here. So, but here, so you can see they have this huge fenced-in area here. They've got all the stuff down on the ground. And they brought in all the framing over there. And I'm just going to take a quick peek without getting myself in trouble. I might get yelled at. So they brought in all of this stuff to, I assume, I don't see anybody to ask that would know. Maybe it's lunchtime. Yeah, but I'm assuming that this is all for, let me do this. There we go. This is all for the parade that's happening because they're going to be building, apparently, he's going to be watching from here somewhere. So I'm just assuming for now until I see it. But I see all the framework, all the steel, all that stuff. We've got all the lighting. And let me come over here and show you. So they're unloading stuff there. I'm assuming they're going to be building the presidential box, whatever he's going to be sitting in, because that's only a week and a half away. So, man, they gotta get on this pretty quick, actually, because it really isn't that far away. So I assume that's what they're going to be building here. And you can see there's a giant penis there. Is they're going to be building the area where he's going to be sitting here. So I'll keep my eye on this. So it should be interesting to see what they do here and how that day winds up panning out here. There's a lot of people that are not happy about this taking place. But it is, it's the 250th anniversary of the Army. So, too bad. Let's take a walk over here for a second. Yeah, I'll keep my eye on this and watch it as it goes up. So I want to address a couple of things, and I'm going to do my best to keep it together because I don't want to fall apart alive, okay? But this needs to be really said. It really needs to be said, and I'm going to say it as nice as I possibly can. And if nobody likes what I'm saying, I really don't care anymore. I really don't. I stopped sharing a lot of personal stuff on Facebook a long time ago. Not that I didn't want people to know, but to have a little bit of privacy in my life. As much as I could. You know, because when I took on this, whatever I took on here, I never really expected the bullshit that I would have to face along with it. And I've had to face an enormous amount of bullshit along the way. And that bullshit has not only come from the other side who does not like me, it has come from my own side. My own side. And it is honestly like a knife in my back. You know, it's hard enough to deal with the shit that comes from the other side. And I have been tormented. They have ruined the peace in my own freaking home. But to deal with it from my own side is a totally different ballgame. Because I have, and I'm not trying to toot my own horn here. I try to be very humble about myself. I have literally given everything to this. Literally everything. And I have made enormous sacrifices along the way in order to continue to do this, when I could have very easily stopped or just come up here for myself and just look around, not do videos, not share what I see. But what kind of person would that make me? When so many people count on me to keep them at ease. That's an enormous pressure on me, which I gladly will take, okay? I gladly will take that, because I can handle that. So to see some of the shit that comes out on social media, it's like a knife in my back, because I don't tell you what I'm going through. I don't tell you that my life is fucking falling apart, okay? I don't say that. I'm trying to keep a little bit of privacy in my life, and I'm trying not to worry everybody at the same time. So when I have people come into my comments and say shit like, oh, you're being paid to keep people from rising up, let me tell you, I'm about to lose fucking everything doing this, okay? I don't make money doing this. I am so freaking poor that I have been juggling shit. Jalen turned 18 in January. I lost financial support, and my bills increased at the same time, about $500 a month. I have been robbing Peter to pay Paul, and in order to continue to come here. And I haven't said a word, because I put it in God's hands that if I'm meant to do this, a way will be made. Except at the same rate, I try to put it in God's hands, but I have an incredible amount of stress, because I have a precious daughter at home that has lost faith in all of this shit over the past 5 years because it's taken so long. And she doesn't know anything about what I'm doing behind the scenes to make life happen for us. And so when people come into my comments, and it's happened a couple of times recently, and they say that kind of shit, I honestly want to scream, because I am not monetized in any way. I don't sell merchandise. My information is always free, always has been, always will be. I have never sold out to that. And I'm proud of myself for that. Because there are a lot of them out there that have. And then to also at the same rate see the shit that the cabal has gotten me. I'm a clone, I'm a this and that. It's like, are you fucking kidding me? Really? All the rumors out there going, who's starting that crap? Can I not have a literal nervous breakdown in peace? Because there's nothing else that could go wrong in my life at this point. That's how bad it is. I just want you to know that. But I don't put it out there and I don't bitch and complain about it constantly. I just do the best that I can. And when I fall down, I fall down. That's just it. I'm an old lady. I'm doing this alone. My best friend that I had here with me that I could vent to and hang out with once in a while moved to Arizona 2 years ago. I have nobody. I'm doing this alone. I have no family anymore. I live in a totally different city because I had to move there 4 years ago and I hate where I fucking live. I can't fall apart for a little bit of time without having this stuff. And to be judged by people who have sat at home and shared posts and shared memes while I've gotten out here on my ass, even when I'm in more pain than I don't know what to do with because I refuse to give up. And to be judged, to be talked about like that. I don't expect anything for this, but by God, do you have any idea what that does to me? And y'all have no idea what's going on in my life. And you have no idea what I've been through here. And you can sit at home and you can judge and think that you do, but you don't. Because while I did this, those who were judging me sat at home and watched me. In the comfort of their home, in the heat, in the air conditioning. They did nothing. And as far as me, I also want to say this. As far as me not wanting people to rise up, let me remind you about what I tried to do, 2 years ago almost? Has it been 2 years almost? Yeah. While everybody else is holding these not rallies, but these, what the hell are they called? These events where you have to pay $300 to just attend and, give me $450 for the VIP experience. I held a completely free rally here. Actually, it was free to you, not to me. Because it was the only time I chose to push the merchandise was so I could pay for all the expenses that I needed to do to have that rally, that were required in order to have it. And that rally was for the children. It wasn't to come meet all of your favorite podcasters. It was to come and stand up here. It was to come and stand up here for the children, right? Who was that? Who did that? That was me. And what happened that day? No one came. They were too afraid to come here because of January 6th. They were too afraid of this. They were too afraid of that. All all of the things, okay? And people can get mad at me for saying this, but you know what? I'm saying it anyhow. So don't dare sit and say that I have been paid to keep people from rising up. I literally, I'm pretty sure that throughout all of the events that I've seen, I'm pretty sure I'm the only one that held an event actually to stand up for the kids. You didn't even have to pay anything. You just had to show up. Just bring your face. Let them know that we're standing up for this shit. And nobody came. And I still did not give up. When I saw how many people were willing to go that extra mile, I still didn't give up. Because I've been here almost 2 years later. Still not monetized, still not selling any merchandise, still nothing. Funding this myself. Now, I'm going to say I do get a couple of little things that are sent to my P.O. box now and then, but I assure you that my expenses way exceed that. Way exceed that. So the next time you feel the need to make a comment about me, or you include me in your posts, or whatever shitty stuff you want to say, think about that. And I have said it a million times, and there's a lot of people out there that are not doing the right thing. And I would love, you have no idea how I would love to call them out because of my financial situation. Because I have been the one out here busting my ass for 4.5 years. To be in this situation is very sad for me. So you have no idea how bad I want to call people out. You really don't. But being out in the open, that's pretty freaking stupid. Do you think? Because there are people that are not doing the right thing. But I have said it all this time. I'm going to say it again. And then I'm going to get off of here. Is that when all is said and done, Kelly Brady is going to walk with her head held high. I don't care if I've had 12,000 nervous breakdowns in the middle. I am going to walk with my head held high. I can't say that for other people. There are going to be people that will not be able to walk down the street. But it ain't going to be me. It is not going to be me. So moving forward, let me tell you, I'm going to go back by the Capitol. The buses are all there. Senate side flag is up, not the House side. It's very busy here. It's very busy here. Lots of school groups, lots of tour groups, lots. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to the visitor center. I did see where they have released the presidential portrait at the White House. I've been checking with my guy at the White House Information Center to see if the portrait's been hung there yet, and it has not. I'm going to zoom over there when I'm done here and just see if it has. It might take a little bit more time for it to get over to there. But I will check on that. I'm going to go through again and see what's up. But there's really nothing else. Moving forward, I'm going to hang in as long as I can. I know that I have been faced the past couple of months with having to hang my flip-flops up. I know that's a reality for me, and that's kind of hard. because I was hoping to make it to the end here. But like I said, if I'm meant to be here, I will remain here. And I will come as often as I can. But I would honestly appreciate, and you don't have to like me. You really don't. I don't like me sometimes either. I can tend to be quite mouthy, quite obnoxious, quite opinionated. So you don't have to like me. But please don't feed the rumors. Please don't spread the shit. And if you do actually like me, please shut that shit down. Because the last thing I need to do is to be literally fighting for my breath and my will to live anymore, is to come on social media and see that kind of shit. I'm already on my face. So if you do see it, shut it down, please. Because I will tell you this, I have told you this the whole time, I will be transparent with you. I have nothing to hide. I have nothing to hide. So please, just shut that shit down, because I'm telling you, I am really having a hard time right now. So that's going to be it. And I'm sorry. I am sorry and I'm not sorry at the same time, because I deserve a little bit better than this. I really do. And I'm just going to start blocking people. I don't care who you are anymore. I really don't. I'm just going to start blocking. I have block parties again, which I haven't for forever. But when it comes to me and you, there's no choice anymore. I'm going to choose me. So, for those of you who've hung with me for this, I love you. I thank you very much. And I know everybody's praying for me, and I appreciate that very much. And for everybody that doesn't like it and wants to go, feel free. Because truly, I'm not going to recognize that Becky across the pond has left the group. I truly am not. So, I love you guys. I'm going to take a little ride through here again. I'm going to take another ride through. I'm going to go home. My girl's gone for a couple days, so I'm going to just let it all out. I try to keep myself together for her, because there's no need in upsetting her anymore than she already has been. So I'm just going to go home and kind of let myself feel everything, because I tend to hold it in, and that's going to kill me. So I love you. If you see me, you see me. If you don't, you don't. And as far as being on social media, you'll see me, when I feel like I'm strong enough, guys. Okay, so I love you guys. I'll see you later.